Adcock from Unicorn Business Solutions. We help small business owners build a business that works for them rather than the other way around. Today I want to tell you the story about the three bricklayers. There was a guy out for a walk and walked past a construction site. He came across a bricklayer. He asked the bricklayer what he was doing. The bricklayer said, "It's hot and dusty, I'm tired, I'm looking forward to knock-off time." And he hadn't laid too many bricks. The guy walked a little bit further. There was another bricklayer, and he'd done a bit better. He laid a few more bricks, and he asked the bricklayer, "What are you doing?" He said, "I'm working to feed my family." I said, "Okay." He walked along a little further. There was another bricklayer. He was whistling while he worked, and he'd laid a heap of bricks. He looked like he was going really well. And the guy asked him, can you tell me, what are you doing?" And he said, "I'm building a cathedral." And the question is for us as employers, do our employees think like bricklayers or cathedral builders? And having worked with hundreds of businesses over the last 30 years, hundreds of small businesses, pretty much every business owner that employs more than 2 or 3 people will tell us that employees are their biggest issue, their biggest concern, the biggest thing that causes them to lose sleep at night. And so we've done a lot of consulting in this space. As employees are your biggest asset, they're also your biggest cost, and if they're not managed correctly, they can easily become your biggest liability. So I just want to look today at 3 simple tips that can help you in the management of your employees. And the first one is to not give answers. And what we typically find, particularly in a small business situation, is that the employees have ready access to the owner or owners. So what happens is when they have an issue, a problem, something they're not sure about, they come to the owner. They explain their problem and the owner says, "Do this, do that," or provides some form of instruction. What this does is encourages and trains the employees when they have a problem to come to the owners. And this creates a cycle that really doesn't work. It doesn't train the employees to think for themselves. It creates a reliance on the owners. It means the owners need to be there all the time. So what we tell people to do is a very simple technique. We tell business owners to stop giving answers. Don't give answers. And what we mean by that is that instead of providing the answer, you simply say to the employee, "What do you think we should do?" So you ask them the question. And you then give them some guidance if necessary. You give them a second attempt, a third attempt. What this does, though, is very quickly it trains the employee to think. It trains them to think of an answer before they come to you. And we have had some amazing experiences. Our clients have had amazing experiences that if they consistently do this, within 2 to 3 weeks, their employees are coming to them with answers and not problems. And when that happens, the employees quickly realise that there are a certain range of issues they don't need to ask about. The owner quickly realises that there are a certain range of issues that the employees don't need to ask about, and everybody's world improves. So that's the first technique is simply stop giving answers. It can make an amazing difference to a business. Secondly, we talk about the 5-year rule. And the 5-year rule is simply that if you're looking at one of your employees and you cannot see them being a productive and useful member of your team in 5 years' time, then they should leave now. Too long we hang on to employees that are never going to make it. And what tends to happen in the workforce when we have somebody who's not performing is that that has a negative impact on the performance of everyone else. Why should I do this? Why should I do that if they're not or if they can't? So the 5-year rule is simply if you have someone working for you you don't think is going to make it, you can't see them being a productive member of your workforce in 5 years' time, then you need to find a way to make them, to exit them now. Now you need to do that within the rules, and you need to make sure you understand those rules. So another way to think about this is that we pay our employees at this level, and if they perform at that level, our businesses will probably do okay. We'll probably survive. But what happens in a lot of organisations, big and small, is that our employees actually perform to this level, the minimum they can get away with, the least amount they have to do every day. And when that happens, businesses struggle and often fail. What employees are capable of is a level of performance up here, like the cathedral builder. And the difference between the level we generally receive, or often receive, and the level of output the employees are capable of is the employee's discretionary effort. So they can either give this to you as their employer every day or not. So to be a successful business, we need to harness, we need to encourage, we need to receive the discretionary effort of our employees. So to learn how to do that, you need to come to our seminars, our joint seminars we're running with Employsure in Hobart and in Devonport, to learn how to obtain the discretionary effort, and to also learn how to manage the risks associated with employing people.